Right, Mark, so what's the thinking behind donating another motor to this fantastic charity, the Sandpiper Trust?
Glenn, we've spent 2 years supporting the team at Sandpiper. They do an incredible job providing backup to the ambulance service in cases of cardiac arrest out of hospital. And we just see it as something that delivers a fantastic return, both for the local community and for our business. Kerry and our team, Lorna and Shona, who are here today, work tirelessly to support the responders. It needs some looking after. It's a big territory to cover. And the second car lets them split the team. Rather than being tied to one vehicle and moving together, they can cover a bigger area better and faster.
How important is it for Galanders to have links with the local community?
It's everything that Galanders is about. We're a small local garage. We work within the community and we rely on that community to support our business, and we try our best to support the community in return wherever we can. We took the decision a couple of years ago that we would focus our attention in some of the work we did to give better, larger benefits to a smaller number of causes, and Sandpiper are our prime partner now. The work that they do is entirely beneficial. There is nothing but good that the team do. The responders give their time freely. The team work far more than they're ever paid for, and the least we can do is to try and give them a bit more support wherever we can.
Brilliant. What can you tell us about the motor that they'll take delivery of?
The new car is a Kia Ceed SW, the estate version. The girls travel with quite a lot of equipment and kit for training, dummies, resuscitation aids and so on. It's a diesel, which will give them great economy moving across the distances that they do. And just as a fringe benefit, it's the very top of the range, so it's got all the nice toys to play with too.
Well, that's a bonus, that's for sure. But the girls were telling me that they've not actually got a base in the Grampian area, but they do use locations around the northeast of Scotland, including Galanders.
That's right. There would be little advantage to them having a fixed place of operation, and the responders come here normally 3 or 4 times a year to train. We open the business up to them. We've got a nice big open space. It's central for the Peterhead and Fraserburgh areas, and it's great to meet up with these people who so freely give their time. And it's always a great evening when they do come along. It's good fun. There's a serious training element to it, but it's always nice to meet people that are giving something back to their community.
It's great to be in this. Right, ladies, it's great having a chat with you. Shona and Lorna from the Sandpiper Trust. We're at Galanders Motors in Peterhead because the sales director of Kia is going to be presenting you with a sponsored car to help you out. How much of a help will this be for your organisation?
It's a massive, massive help for us. We've got over 400 responders all around Grampian, and we need to go and see them and support them on a regular basis. So having the car to be able to go and do that support, be able to take kit, to be able to go to local events, which helps us to fundraise, it's just a massive, massive thing for us.
Lorna, I recall being here about a year ago, so this is actually the second time that a car's been donated to Sandpiper.
Yes, it's Sandpiper. Galander's been absolutely fantastic with us, the amount of support they give us. So we also do a lot of our training here as well, and refresher training. So Market Galanders and Galanders as a whole have been fantastic supporting the project. So it's a very, very small charity that we work for, and we're immensely grateful for the work that Galanders and support that they give us.
If you can tell us about the Sandpiper Trust, a lot of our listeners might be wondering what the charity is all about, but effectively you're about saving lives in rural Scotland.
Yeah, we are. So the Sandpiper Trust, like many small charities, was founded out of tragedy. A young Sandy Dixon, who was 13 at the time, was in a remote and rural part of Canada where he drowned, and his family, after his death, thought, what can we do to make a difference? Because if the same had happened in Scotland, would the outcome have been the same? So they started the charity in 2001, and since then, many lives have been saved. Several years later, they thought, what else could we do to make a difference? Could we make a difference in out-of-hospital cardiac arrest? And they started the Wildcat project. So the Wildcat project started after a similar project was ongoing in Edinburgh called Topcat. So since the Wildcat project has started, we now have over 400 volunteers in the whole of Grampian that Shona and I look after. We go to only cardiac arrests, and already we have a 24% return of spontaneous circulation, so when people are getting saved by our responders out in Grampian. So we've made a huge difference already.
Absolutely fantastic, 400 volunteers. What's the background, Shona, in terms of the people involved? Is it folk from all walks of life?
Yeah, and that's the fantastic thing about the project. We have people that are doctors, nurses, paramedics, we have medical professionals, and then we have the non-medical professionals that have come from all walks of life, non-medical training, and everybody just wants to make that difference in their own communities. And Mark is fantastic, you know, he's a massive supporter of the project. Not only does he, you know, allow us to use the building for training, as we've said, arranging of the donation of the cars, but he's also one of our cardiac responders. And not only does he respond while he's here in business at Peterhead, he also responds when he's at home in his own time. And so many of our volunteers give up so much time as well, and it's just fantastic.
Are you guys out and about, like over the summer months? Obviously, it's the time of the season now where we've got galas and festivals and all that kind of stuff. Are you like out there just trying to be seen and get your name out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So throughout the whole of the year, we go to galas, we go to businesses. The most important thing is that we can raise awareness of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest and how anybody can help to save a life. You don't necessarily need training to work a public access defib, an AED, a defib, whatever you want to call it. It's awareness, making people realise that they can make a difference. Getting hands on chest and early defib can absolutely save a life. And getting those early hands on chest as to what our responders do, but even members of the public. So throughout the whole of the year, not just the summer, the cars that we're given allows us to do that, allows us to get round Grampian so much easier. We're safe in these vehicles, and we also look very good, obviously, in our new vehicles. So yeah, we're around, and not just at galas and fates, but businesses, schools. Every week, yesterday alone, we trained over 100 people, kids and teachers at a school. And then in the evening, we were down at Stonehaven and we did some refresher training. So every day is different, but as long as we can raise awareness, then hopefully we'll make a difference to somebody's life. Brilliant.
So are you just like an add-on service to the Scottish Ambulance Service, providing a wee bit of additional support?
Yeah, it's a joint collaboration, so we work alongside Scottish Ambulance Service. So when someone goes into cardiac arrest and that 999 call comes in, and the first thing they do is to send that ambulance. So they look to find that ambulance. That ambulance is on its way, and then they look to find what the next nearest resource is. So can they find one of our cardiac responders, a basics doctor, a community first responder? Who else can go to be supportive and to be there? As we know, I think when you spoke to Kerry last time, your chance of survival diminished by 10% after that cardiac arrest for every minute that passes. So that minutes are really, really important. So the fact that we have our responders in local areas that they respond within that 5 mile area means that they can be getting there within that 2-3 minutes, those very, very vital early minutes as well. But it's that joint working with Scottish Ambulance Service that's most important.
Okay, ladies, thank you very much for having a chat with us, Shona and Lorna. Just finally, if people would like more information, can they get you on social media?
Yep, so we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and absolutely we'll get back to you as soon as you message us, we'll get back to you. If anybody's interested in becoming a responder, we'd be delighted to have you as a responder.